Are you tired of the do, push, busy, this hustle culture? Do you find yourself constantly on the go, competing priorities, not feeling like you're finishing everything on your to-do list, falling into bed exhausted and waking up overwhelmed? We live in a society where we almost reward that energy, that hustle energy, that busyness energy. And there's oftentimes a part of us that feels like if I want to accomplish more, I have to do more. I just have to work a little bit harder, put a little bit more effort in. And well, yes, we need to effort. There's things for us to do. What if I were to tell you there's an easier way? What if you could accomplish twice as much with half the effort? Would that be of interest to you? And usually when I suggest that this is possible to people, there's a part of them that's skeptical. Yeah, right, Stacey. How am I going to earn twice as much and work half the time? That doesn't land with our logical brains, how we've been programmed. But it's absolutely true. And when we move from this do energy to a more be energy, life becomes a lot easier. And what once took a lot of effort, that feeling of overwhelm, gets replaced with a sense of ease, relaxation, joy. Take a breath here with me. What would it feel like in your life to have more time to do the things that are important to you? What if you could, in fact, accomplish more with less effort? This idea of beingness is very familiar in many Eastern cultures, not as familiar in our Western cultures. The beingness is really, who am I being? How am I showing up in my life? How am I showing up in my day prior to jumping into action, prior to the doing? What we typically do is we say, well, when I accomplish all of these things, when I get my to-do list done, and then I have the result, then I'll feel happy, then I'll be happy, then I'll feel content, then I'll feel confident, then I'll feel a certain way. We're waiting for the outside world to change so we can feel a certain way, when it's actually the opposite with the law of transformation. It requires us to be, do, and then we have. Which means, how am I being in this moment? Am I being calm? Am I being confident? Am I being that person from my vision? Am I showing up to my life in a relaxed and easy manner? Even when there's chaos all around us, starting to recognize that I can choose how I'm showing up in this moment. Who am I being in this moment? And as we work on establishing our beingness, and then we get into action, then we do. If I'm feeling calm, and then I take my action step, that's when I'll have the result. Be, do, have. And as we do our inner work, as we really start to work on our own beingness, how we're showing up in the world, as we shift that, the doing becomes a lot easier because we're not moving in this frantic energy. We're not moving in this hustle energy. In a relaxed and easy manner, we start to take action. We show up in the world in a different way. And as a result of that, we feel better. We're more calm, we're more relaxed. And as a result of that, things start to happen around us more easily. If you can imagine trying to row a boat upstream, if you're in a canoe or maybe in a kayak or a paddleboard and there's a river and you decide you're going to put that boat in the water and start to move it upstream, that's going to take a lot of effort. If you were to turn that boat around and start to move with the current, go downstream, it becomes a much more fun, easy ride. When we work on our beingness, we start to move with the current of life and we move into this flow energy. So it's time to put the hustle, the overwhelm, the do down in favor of the beingness. Who am I being today? How am I showing up in this moment? And from that place, we take our action and we create different results. This is Stacey Berger, and I hope that this inspires you on who you're choosing to be today. Here is to you living a life you love.